The top 300 monsters from the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Greetings, fellow explorers of the unknown. Today, we delve deep into the shadows of history, science, and myth to uncover the top 300 monsters born from the infamous Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster. On April 26, 1986, reactor number 4 of the Chernobyl plant in Ukraine experienced a catastrophic failure that led to the worst nuclear disaster in human history. The immediate aftermath was a blend of chaos and heroism, but as the radioactive dust settled, something else began to stir in the exclusion zone. Over the years, tales of bizarre creatures and unexplained phenomena have emerged from this irradiated landscape. These stories blur the lines between reality and legend, fueled by eyewitness accounts, scientific anomalies, and the human penchant for storytelling. Join us as we embark on a journey through the eerie silence of the exclusion zone, unraveling the mysteries of the top 300 monsters that have captured the imaginations of experts and enthusiasts alike. Origins of the Chernobyl monsters. The Chernobyl disaster released an estimated 5.2 million terabecquerels of radioactivity into the environment, drastically altering the biological makeup of the region. Radiation is known to cause mutations at the genetic level, affecting both flora and fauna. These mutations are often subtle, but in rare cases, they can lead to significant anatomical and physiological changes. Scientists have observed phenomena such as radioresistance in certain plant species and hyperaccumulation of radionuclides in fungi. The legends of monsters emerging from Chernobyl began shortly after the disaster, as workers and scientists reported sightings of anomalous creatures. Folklore played a significant role, intertwining with scientific observations to create narratives that are both fascinating and unsettling. Eyewitness accounts describe creatures displaying aberrant behaviors and morphologies inconsistent with known species, suggesting that the exclusion zone has become a crucible for evolutionary experimentation. Terrifying beasts of the forest. The dense forests surrounding Chernobyl have become a sanctuary for wildlife, albeit with a radioactive twist. The following are some of the most notorious beasts reported in the region. The shadow wolf. Description: a large canid with pitch-black fur that absorbs light, rendering it nearly invisible at night. Scientific analysis: possible melanism coupled with radiation-induced changes in fur pigmentation and reflective properties. Ironclaw bear. Description: a bear species exhibiting metallic claws capable of scratching through steel. Scientific analysis: hyperkeratosis leading to overgrowth of keratin structures hardened by heavy metal accumulation. Glowing stag. Description: a deer emitting bioluminescent light from its antlers. Scientific analysis: symbiotic relationship with bioluminescent fungi or algae colonizing the antlers. These creatures represent a convergence of myth and potential scientific explanations, challenging our understanding of radiation's impact on complex organisms. Mutated birds of prey. The skies above Chernobyl are home to avian species exhibiting extraordinary characteristics. Fire-eyed raven. Description: a raven with eyes that emit infrared radiation detectable by thermal imaging. Scientific analysis: possible hyperemia in ocular tissues leading to excess heat emission. Double-headed eagle. Description: an eagle with two fully functional heads operating independently. Scientific analysis: dicephaly resulting from disrupted embryonic cell division processes. The screeching owl. Description: an owl capable of emitting sonic frequencies that disorient prey. Scientific analysis: altered syrinx morphology enhancing vocal range beyond typical species limits. These birds challenge avian physiology norms, possibly offering insights into adaptive mechanisms under extreme environmental stressors. Creeping horrors of the land. Invertebrates in the exclusion zone have displayed some of the most drastic mutations. The colossal centipede. Description: an arthropod reaching lengths of up to 1 meter with potent venom. Scientific analysis: gigantism linked to hormonal imbalances and unchecked cell growth. Venomous ant queen. Description: ant colonies led by queens producing neurotoxic venom affecting mammalian nervous systems. Scientific analysis: gene expression changes in venom peptides akin to those found in venomous insects. The shadow spider. Description: a spider capable of bending light waves, rendering it nearly invisible. Scientific analysis. Structural coloration changes through nanostructured exoskeleton adaptations. These invertebrates represent significant ecological impacts, altering soil chemistry and affecting the foundational layers of the ecosystem. Aquatic nightmares of Pripyat River. Water bodies in the exclusion zone have become breeding grounds for aquatic anomalies, the Leviathan pike. Description: a predatory fish exceeding typical size limits by 300%, exhibiting aggressive behavior. Scientific analysis: hormonal imbalances leading to gigantism, possibly affecting local fish population dynamics. Toxic toad. Description: an amphibian secreting a compound similar to tetrodotoxin. Scientific analysis: altered toxin production pathways, raising concerns about bioaccumulation in the food chain. The electric eel. Description: freshwater eel capable of generating electrical discharges up to 600 volts. Scientific analysis: enhanced electrocyte function, a significant deviation from known species capabilities. These aquatic creatures may hold keys to understanding radiation's impact on aquatic ecosystems, particularly regarding bioelectric properties and chemical defenses. Haunting spirits and apparitions. Beyond physical creatures, reports of ethereal entities have been recorded, the reactor ghost. Description: an apparition resembling a plant worker, seen near reactor ruins. Scientific analysis: potential psychological phenomena induced by infrasound or electromagnetic fields affecting human perception. The wandering miner. Description: a spectral figure appearing at night, associated with unexplained disappearances. Scientific analysis: could be linked to natural gas emissions causing hallucinations. The faceless man. Description: an entity with a featureless face, instilling intense fear. Scientific analysis: psychological stress responses amplified in high radiation areas. These accounts, while lacking physical evidence, offer a glimpse into the profound psychological impacts of the exclusion zone on the human psyche. Monstrous plants and fungi. The flora of Chernobyl has not been spared from radiation's grasp, the bloodroot tree. Description: a tree exuding a red sap resembling blood, with corrosive properties. Scientific analysis: sap discoloration due to pigmentation changes, acidic compounds elevated by soil radionuclide content. Poisonous ivy serpent. Description: vines that exhibit movement towards heat sources, entangling animals. Scientific analysis: thermotropic movement uncommon in plants, possibly due to mutations affecting growth hormones. The carnivorous bloom. Description: a flowering plant capable of digesting small vertebrates. Scientific analysis: enlargement of digestive enzymes and trap mechanisms akin to known carnivorous plants but on a larger scale. These botanical anomalies could provide insights into phytoremediation and the resilience of plant life under extreme conditions. Insects and arachnids gone wrong. Small but deadly, these creatures have adapted in disturbing ways. The steel beetle. Description: an insect with an exoskeleton hardness exceeding that of known beetles, damaging equipment. Scientific analysis: exoskeletal modifications through mineral deposition, possibly iron uptake from contaminated soil. Winged scorpion. Description: a scorpion species that has developed wing-like appendages, allowing short-range flight. Scientific analysis: genetic aberrations leading to the expression of dormant wing structures seen in ancestral species. The firefly swarm. Description: insects emitting radiation-induced luminescence, gathering in swarms that can cause burns. Scientific analysis: bioluminescence intensified by radiation, with collective thermogenic activity increasing ambient temperatures. These adaptations raise questions about the limits of insect physiology and potential applications in biomimetics. Hybrid creatures of the exclusion zone. Reports suggest the emergence of hybrid species defying traditional biological classifications, the wolf-bear hybrid. Description: a large mammalian predator combining features of wolves and bears, displaying pack behavior. Scientific analysis: unlikely interbreeding, possible misidentification or new species evolved due to convergent evolution under selective pressures. Serpent fox. Description: a fox with elongated body and scales, exhibiting serpentine movement. Scientific analysis: genetic mutations affecting vertebral development and skin keratinization. The bat crow. Description: a bird with echolocation abilities and nocturnal habits. Scientific analysis: cross-expression of genes associated with echolocation, typically found in bats. Rat mole. Description: a rodent with enhanced burrowing capabilities and sensory organs adapted for subterranean life. Scientific analysis: adaptive traits emerging from environmental pressures favoring underground habitats due to surface radiation. The horned hare. Description: a rabbit species developing horn-like structures used for defense. Scientific analysis: expression of atavistic traits or neoplasms mistaken for horns due to papillomavirus infections exacerbated by radiation. The final 5 legends. As we approach the culmination of our journey, we encounter the most enigmatic of all, the Chernobyl dragon. Description: a massive reptilian creature emitting radiation, rumored to dwell near the reactor core. Scientific analysis: likely a mythical construct, but could symbolize the personification of nuclear meltdown consequences. The time anomaly. Description: an area where time is said to slow down or loop, with creatures trapped in temporal stasis. Scientific analysis: time perception alterations due to magnetic anomalies affecting cerebral function. The Eternal Watcher. Description: a sentinel entity observing intruders, inducing paranoia and dread without physical interaction. Scientific analysis: psychological effects of isolation and the influence of infrasound on emotional states. The Light Eater. Description: a void-like presence that absorbs all light, creating areas of absolute darkness. Scientific analysis: optical illusions caused by radiation-induced cataracts or environmental factors affecting light transmission. The Zone Keeper. Description: a guardian entity embodying the spirit of the exclusion zone, appearing to protect the area from human interference. Scientific analysis: a metaphor for nature's reclamation efforts and the unpredictable responses of a damaged ecosystem. The Chernobyl exclusion zone remains one of the most enigmatic places on Earth, a fusion of tragedy, resilience, and mystery. The monsters we've explored today, whether rooted in scientific anomalies or born from the depths of human imagination, symbolize the complex interplay between humanity and the forces of nature unleashed by the disaster. These legends have seeped into pop culture, inspiring books, films, and games that grapple with themes of survival, mutation, and the unknown. They serve as cautionary tales and reflections of our deepest fears concerning technology and its potential consequences. In unraveling these stories, we not only delve into the depths of radiation's impact on biological systems but also confront the psychological scars left by such an event. The blending of reality and myth in the Chernobyl narrative invites us to consider the boundaries of science and the enduring power of storytelling. As we conclude our journey, we're reminded that the exclusion zone is more than a relic of the past, it's a living laboratory and a testament to nature's persistent march forward. The mysteries may not all be solved, but they continue to captivate and challenge those who dare to explore. Thank you for joining us on this exploration into the heart of Chernobyl's legends. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the unknown.